fight you ever? No, that's we already said Uncle Dre. We already got you. Cash Sport. What was the first fight you ever seen?
Ali Frazier 3. The Thriller in Manila.
Okay, okay. Thriller and Vanilla was your first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
My mine was Ali Norton 3, 1976 was my first fight. I was 8 years old. I've been bit by the bug ever since then. I, Ali had won that fight. They was 1-1 at the time, and Ali broke the the draw. So he was 2-1. But I'm gonna tell you, Norton was a bad boy,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
hit hard as hell. Then he broke Ali jaw, didn't he?
yeah. I think in
yeah,
the first fight.
First fight, right?
first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
First one. Supposed to have been the second round.
yeah.
Mm. Yes, indeed. All right. Did I get everybody?
Yeah.
I
I
thought
think
Norton won the third fight, bro. I
huh?
thought Norton kicked Ali's ass in the third fight. And I love Ali, man. I love Ali like I love my father. But man,
Mm.
Kenny Norton beat Ali in that third fight. I
Yeah,
watched it so many
he
times.
had that awkward style, man.
Oh,
Yeah. And Ali couldn't adjust to it.
Mm. Mm. Hey, I got a fun one right here. This one, brother Umar loved this one. Lightweight division, old versus new. Joe Gant against Tank. Who wins? Uh, brother Umar.
uh, well, the style that Joe Gans had back then wouldn't be able to adjust to Tank. Tank would knock him out.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, Tank would knock him out because the
Okay.
style that he had, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and Tank southpaw too.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times they didn't have they didn't really box southpaws.
Mm-hmm.
I never really seen one of them old school boxers as a southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jay,
Hey, how you doing?
finding you, baby.
I can't complain. I can't complain. Are you old enough to be on this panel?
I'm 57 years old, honey.
Okay, you check in. I had to make sure.
Listen, listen, listen. June 16, 1966.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to make sure. You looking kind of young over there.
That's good. That's good. How you guys doing?
All right.
How you doing?
Yeah.
We're
Fine.
fine. We're fine.
you gotta have your Medicare card to come in here today, man. You know. Hey,
Oh,
can I shout out Q Ball, Dr.
yeah.
Paul, and Daniel Berry? Because I'm sharing this link with my site, Hardcore, bro. We get more viewers. And
Sure.
hey,
Sure.
thank you guys for coming. And plus, my brother Blood Boxing out there, man, a true historian. He's in the chat tonight, man. Shout out to Blood Boxing.
All right. Shout
Yeah.
out the blood.
Shout out to Blood Boxing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tanya, what happened to you, Tanya? You ain't have to leave. You old enough. Let me- she
I
rolled
scared
out
her.
on us.
Oh man,
You done scared her away, Bruce Gas. All righty. Since you scared it away, Joe Gans against Tank. Who you got?
bro, I don't like fantasy fights, but Joe Gans and Blood was mentioning him on the show this morning. He was one of the greatest fighters of all time, bro. I mean, he was, he totally broke the color barrier. Joe Gans was, he's a legend, and as far as person for person, Tank has a long way to go to live up to being the human being that Joe Gans was. But in a fantasy fight, man, I never saw Joe Gans fight. I don't know, bro. I know Tank can knock down walls. He punches like a heavyweight, and this is why I'm not big on fantasy fights. People go all day. I've seen people actually get in fights about them. Fucking want to get down.
Fact.
Oh,
Fact.
Yeah,
No
well,
doubt.
I
No doubt.
saw a lot of films of Joe Gans and the style that he had, and it would it, it would be a tough fight for Joe Gans, you know, as far as the
Mm-hmm.
style.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Uncle Dre, you want to chime in on that? We can't hear you, man. You're
Dre
sounding
eating his
far.
pudding.
You sounding far. We can't hear you, Dre.
Dre's eating his pudding.
Yeah, but maybe you don't have. Do you have yourself on speaker or not? Or yeah, whatever you got going on ain't working right now, brother. Yeah, you'll figure it out. Cash Sports, what do you think?
Okay. I've never seen Joe Gans. I've heard a lot about him. But I've seen Tank put the boot bop bang on a lot of them. So I gotta go with Tank.
The boot bot
Gotta
bang.
go
Huh?
with Tank.
The Boobop Bang Specialist, man.
Gotta go with Tank.
Yeah.
All righty. I tell you what, did I get everybody? William Old School, did I get you? I can't remember. Y'all know I forget shit quick.
Now I'm going with Tank.
Okay.
I'm a power guy, and Tank can knock a horse down.
You ain't lying about
Yeah.
that, man. One thing you got
Yeah.
that equalize, you can always catch up.
That's right.
You can always catch up. Hey, we
In
got
a blink of an eye.
we got a question. We got a question from the chat. Cousin Tommy, Tampa Tommy, however you want to give it. He said, if Holyfield fought in the 70s, who does he beat? And who beats him in the 70s?
Oh, he had a chance to beat a lot of them. But at what weight class? Light heavyweight or heavyweight?
Or cruiserweight, yeah, because he was a
Or
cruiserweight.
cruiserweight. Yeah. I would have him beating a lot of them. You know.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He was so much of a dog, man. Holyfield
I'm
just a
saying you had to
dog,
fight.
man.
You really had to fight when you fought him, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen the problems he had with Foreman? And Foreman was old. Imagine a young Foreman.
Yeah.
I
Good
think.
point, Old School.
Huh?
I say good point.
Hello?
Yeah, I think Ali beats him. I think Foreman beats him. I think Frazier beats him. But I'm pretty sure he hangs in there with a lot of the guys from then.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Dre.
Okay, good. Put my earpiece in. Not a hearing aid, goddammit.
Yeah, we know what it is, man.
God damn you.
Well,
Dre, you got your glasses
every
on.
little bit helps.
Thanks,
Dre,
brother.
put your glasses on.
Huh?
Put your glasses on.
I got them on.
Oh, Lord.
Shit.
Oh, Lord.
We
Don't
good
get him
now.
don't get him started, please. Hey, Dre.
Yeah.
Holyfield fought in the 70s. Who would he beat
Who would he beat?
in the 70s? Could he hang
the
with them
se-
cats in the 70s?
Yeah, he'd beat Jerry Query. He'd beat what's that other cat name?
Jerry Query?
Yeah. Jerry Query. What's that? In the 70s. Who else? That's kind of tough.
Match him against Ali. What do you think about him against Ali?
Nah, he wouldn't be.
Nah, he ain't made touch Ali.
Nah.
Nah.
Prime Ali
Ali
would make him look silly.
confused the hell out of Holyfield.
Yeah.
He would have a good go at Joe Frazier, man.
Oh, that would
He
be a
had a
hell
good
of a
Joe.
rumble there. You're right, bro.
Him and Joe would be nice.
Him and Joe
He would have a
Frazier.
good go at Joe. Yeah.
Master Joe gonna come straight at him.
They gonna rumble. They gonna
Bobbing and
rumble.
weaving. Smoking Joe. Ooh, I would love to see that.
They'll be trading headbutts all night.
He would beat Ken Norton. He would beat Ken Norton. He
Yeah.
would beat Ken Norton.
Why do you say he beat Ken Norton, Brother Umar?
Because he would adjust. Holyfield is a good adjuster, and he would adjust to that style and make it work for him.
Okay. Well, while we in the heavyweight,
I've seen him fight a kind of awkward fight. He eventually starts setting it up with the jab and moving and making the combinations and stuff. So he would adjust to it and he probably would stop. He probably would stop Ken Norton if Ken
Mm,
Norton didn't catch him
mm.
with that hard right hand.
With that boo bop bang.
Yeah, yeah. So no.
Well, you know, when we had this question, we talked about this morning. Mike Tyson, if he had kept Customato his whole career, how would that have panned out? Anybody can
Mm.
chime in. Anybody can chime in.
If Mike Tyson had stayed with Customato his whole career,
Yes, sir.
well, see, Mike Tyson, he was a sneaky cat back in the day. He would go to New York on weekends. He'd go to Thursday till Monday. He got in all kind of trouble at school. Cuss used to bury a lot of Mike Tyson's problems. So, Mike, I think Mike would have grown up, but Customato was a true father figure. He was actually, he was Tyson's adopted father. So I mean, it would have been a touchy subject, but I think Tyson would have eventually, because Tyson was a man of the streets. I think once he had gotten older and once he had realized how much dough he had, that's how he lost it all. He had hundreds of millions of dollars and went bankrupt. But thanks to the power of the almighty weed, Mike Tyson is back on his feet. And
but see, the thing about that, Tyson never had that love and fear for anybody else.
yeah, if Cuss had maybe stayed, it might have kept him on the straight and narrow, I think.
Yeah, because Tyson had that love and fear of him,
Mhm.
and he didn't want to disappoint him. So I think if Gus was still living, he would have kind of tried to break off as he got older, but he would still have that love and fear of him, and as far as his approval.
Mm.
And I think he would stay on the right path.
Well, Cuss tried, man. Cuss tried. He had Jimmy Jacobs, and Jimmy Jacobs, protege Bill Clinton. He tried to stay with Tyson, but Tyson was too rebellious, man. He went with Don King. He signed these huge contracts. Robin Givens came in. It was just too much. The bright lights. They took Tyson. Tyson just gave himself up, man. And I think if Cuss was around, hypothetical questions like that. It's been great to have Cuss still around, though, and anybody coming in from my room, man, I appreciate it. I see Joe out there, just plays one, man. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming in there. We got a bunch of OG boxing over here. My brother, my brother Jay over here at Knockout Boxing, and I appreciate you guys over here, Hardcore Boxing. I'm sorry, man.
No, I think
I don't want to neglect that all the cats coming in. We got about 20 of them watching the gas station over there.
Nice.
I pass.
What'd you say, Dre? Come on with us. Tell us what you think.
Nah, Tyson, when he'd have been fine, he had too much damn respect for Customato. He had just too much. You couldn't tell me that kid would have folded if Customato was still living. That's the reason why he went through the path he did, because he didn't have him. When Cuss died, Mike couldn't take it any longer. He just totally went left.
Yeah.
Straight off the break. Soon Cuss died, he went left.
Yeah.
Went from this person to that person. Everybody was taking him. Everybody was taking him for bad. Ain't no way. I don't see that. He couldn't have told me that. That boy had too much respect for Cuss, like he was a general, man. That guy was his father. No joke.
Yeah, he had
taught
love
that
and
boy
fear, like I
everything
said.
he knew about life. Him and his wife.
Mm-hmm. He had big respect. He had big respect for Cuss, man.
Mad,
you know what I mean?
Mad respect, man. Mad respect. Put him on his arm.
And Cuss had him moving correctly, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, he was running those combinations, man. His head movement was amazing.
Vicious.
I just felt
he stopped all that.
Yeah. I think that I think a lot. Mike even said a lot of times, man, he wasn't even training. He was just showing up to fight and just whipping guys off of raw talent, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, whipping guys off at punch. He had
Right.
the equalizer.
That's high.
Yeah,
Yeah, and shoot, Mike had him so afraid before he got in the ring.
right.
He took their
Hmm.
minds before he even
They
got
took
in the
their
Man,
heart.
ring.
he was
He took their
telling them
heart, not
people,
their
man,
mind.
Yeah,
I'll
their
eat
heart.
your fucking kids and spit them out. Shit. You wanna
But
fuck
you
with him?
think,
Fuck with him.
hey Dre,
Man,
you think Cuss could have taken away from Robin Givens and her mother?
she
He wouldn't
wouldn't
have
even
never
got
met her.
close to him.
He wouldn't have.
She
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
got
never met her.
exactly. She wouldn't have
I
got
don't
close
know.
to him. I know if
He
he wouldn't
wouldn't.
have
He
got
wouldn't have
close
never
to
met
him,
her.
man. They wouldn't
Cuss
have
would have
met.
kept him away from Robin. I have a feeling of that. I don't think
He
Cuss would
kept
let him
he
near
kept
Robin Givens.
he kept
Yeah, but
negative away
Mike
from
was a
Tyson.
dog, bro.
Well, I'm saying he wouldn't even been in a position to meet Robin Givens. I
Exactly.
don't
He
think.
wouldn't let a motherfucker talk to Mike. Cuss wasn't
Yeah,
playing that.
yeah.
I don't think Cuss could have kept a raging bull like Mike Tyson under wraps as well as he did when Tyson was a young amateur and a young professional. Tyson was just a personality unto himself, bro.
Man.
Tyson blew the whole fucking boxing world wide open, man. He
Hey,
was
check this out. Check this out. When your father, right? Do you think you could have went against your father? He taught you everything you know. You think you just would have rolled out against your father? Yes or no?
well, bro,
Hell no, you wouldn't. Hell
me
no,
no,
you
but
wouldn't. Exactly. That
Mike
was
Tyson was
Tyson Customato. That was Tyson Customato, man. No joke.
no, definitely no joke, who can predict the
Yeah,
future?
yeah. Shit, that was his
When you
man.
get Crystal
They was
Ball,
man.
bro,
They was
that's
sticking.
like a
They was
hypothetical fight, brother.
sticking in thieves, man.
Hey, but we don't know, man. But it is definitely it was a good question for sure.
You
You know
Hmm.
what I
can
mean? But
see it. You can see it. It produced itself right in front of you.
I
Soon
tell
as
you this much.
Customato died,
I'll
Mike
tell you
even
this
told you,
much.
man,
There's a lot of
he
fights.
wasn't the same.
There's a lot of fights Mike
Everybody took
Tyson wouldn't have
advantage
lost.
of him from that point. From that point, everybody took advantage
True,
of him.
old
Everybody
school.
had to have a piece of him. And that's a fact.
all righty.
I'll go on mute.
What were you about to say, William Old School?
I'm saying some of them fights Tyson lost that he should not have lost, he would not have lost if he was still with Cuss. I
I can
think
agree with that.
he'd have beat Lennox Lewis if he was still with Cuss.
Yeah, I agree with that. Man, he went out. When he lost to Lennox Lewis, man, I felt so bad, and I was kind of like ashamed of him, man, because he bleeding over one eye or both his eyes, and he wiping the damn
Oh
sweat off of.
Lord, off of Lennox.
I said,
Yeah.
Look,
man, ain't this
I'm
some
the
stuff?
I'm
That
the
wasn't the
only
Tyson we
person
grew up to know. That wasn't
Yeah,
the
he
I'm the
talking
Tyson
only
about
we
person
knew.
I know that picked
yeah,
Buster Douglas to beat Tyson back then. One of my reasons,
Who? Who
me,
picked him, old school?
I did.
What?
I
Mm.
picked it because, for one, I heard about Buster's mama. Two, I heard Buster was in the gym dedicating the fight to his mama. And I
yeah,
knew Buster had skills, mad
yeah,
skills. But then the topper for me was the fact that Tyson didn't have Cuss anymore. That was the
right.
topper.
And he was going after
Mm.
them geeky girls, man.
Yes,
Yeah, them
indeed.
geeky girls got him.
I heard he had them two
Mm.
at a
Mm. Mm.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, them skeezers. Them
yeah,
skeezers got a hold of my boy.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was out
Dude.
partying and stuff, man. He was half
Man,
training
Mike
and
wasn't
stuff.
even thinking about
Man,
no fight.
he went, he went
Oh,
over there and had a ball because he just thought, well,
No
if I
shit.
can hit him,
Mm.
I
Just
know I'm
one.
not gonna
This one time I hit him, he's gone. He's a day, he's done.
go. Yeah,
Shit, man.
all right.
And
While we're still in the heavyweight division, who do you consider the best heavyweight champion of all time? Anybody can chime in first. In your opinion,
Ali.
who? Okay, Casper Ali. Why?
Ali.
Um, because he's the greatest.
Okay.
well, my thing on that is that the different eras
Mm-hmm.
were the best fighters. You know what I'm saying? You can't, what, as far as a humanitarian and everything that goes with that, you have to say Ali,
Yeah.
right? But, you know, it's different eras that these
True.
boxers were in
True.
that you have to go by.
Yep.
Okay, when I say greatest of all time, I want to just say inside the ring. Inside the ring. And nobody answer is correct. I
You
just want to
talking
get you.
heavyweight?
Yeah, heavyweight. Yeah, heavyweight. Nobody's
Joe
opinion
Louis.
is
Joe
correct.
Louis was Joe
Okay.
Louis was old time with all time to me.
Okay. All right.
Joe Louis
Okay.
did it all.
Okay. And you said because you felt though he was a complete fighter.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay. Bruce Gass, who you consider the greatest of all time heavyweight, in your opinion? He might be. I think his is frozen. William Old School.
Ali, of course. Ali had it all. Ali had the chin. Ali had everything. I mean, that man's skill level was on a whole nother level. If I didn't pick Ali, it would be Joe Louis, but Ali for sure.
Okay. All right. All right. Uncle Dre.
Yeah, you gotta come back. I'm trying to remember his name.
Okay. Cash Sport, did you already say?
Ali.
You said Ali? Okay. And with me, I would say it was between Joe Louis and Ali, and I think I would have to go Joe Louis, man. I love me some Joe Louis, man. I love me some Joe Louis. All right, so we're waiting on Dre, and I guess when Bruce Gass come back in, he might be
And I'm
back
saying,
in there.
if Joe Louis was fighting right now, man, I think he would be heavyweight champ.
Okay. Technology's fucking with me tonight. But anyway, bro. What was the question?
The question is, to you, who is the all-time greatest heavyweight of all time for you?
Oh, no question whatsoever. Muhammad Ali. I mean, you would have to look at a young heavyweight, Cassius Clay, coming into the ring. Nobody throughout boxing history could move like that. He was just fucking something. The footwork, the hand speed, the head movement. That was just special. So it was, to me, that and the way he evolved too, the way he evolved as a fighter, I knew when one skill was eroding, learned how to develop another skill. I mean, he was just the smartest boxer. He had the most physically gifted boxer. Nobody like Ali. But anyway, man, you were talking about Mike Tyson too, man. And Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson that fought Lennox Lewis, that was a shell of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson he peaked the year 1986 to the year 1989. There was nobody, and even Muhammad Ali probably would have pissed blood for a month if he stepped in the ring with that Mike Tyson, because that Mike Tyson was a special beast. And I don't care what era, I don't care how big the heavyweight was, that little animal, 3 years, was among the best in the fucking world, bro. I mean, I watched every fight. I watched him, I watched him just shrug punches off, punches from trial horses like Jesse Ferguson and fucking oh man, I mean just so many of them on his way up. The was it Jeff Sims? Was that the dude? But anyway, man, nobody liked Mike Tyson for those 3 years. But my favorite was Muhammad Ali. And everybody that came in my room, once again, guys, thank you much for coming in, man. I'm over here at Hardcore J's, man. I'm over here giving a sub. We appreciate the time, man. We're talking OG boxing.
Yes,
go ahead.
Yes, Lord. Dre Finest.
Ali.
Okay. You said you had to think about his name. I thought you were about to name somebody else.
Never mind. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it short. Keep it short.
Next, I said, what was the first fight you ever seen? you know, but that could have been television or whatever. What was your first live fight? I know some of you all already said what your first live fight is. My first live was not Ali and Norton, because I didn't go to see that. First live fight you ever seen?
My first live fight was somebody for championship caliber was Sugar Ray Leonard's first fight when he fought at the Baltimore City Center down in Baltimore. You know,
okay.
The atmosphere. You know, he had won. It was his first fight after he came home from the gold medal and everything. And
It sure
man,
was.
I'm saying it was something else, man.
Mm.
I was there at his first fight.
Wow.
Yeah. Baltimore Civic Center.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
sure
right.
was.
I saw him in his 14th fight against Floyd Mayweather Sr. at the Providence Civic Center.
Oh, you seen that fight live?
Fourth row, bro. Yeah, 1978, September 1978. Fourth row. I was sitting right behind Howard Cosell.
Mm. Wow.
And I saw Sugar Ray Leonard turn from the golden boy, the media darling. When he had Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Sr. hurt in the 10th round, he turned into a fucking hawk. His fucking eyes went stone cold killer, and nobody was gonna keep him off Floyd Mayweather Sr. I mean, this was a knockdown, drag-out fight too. He was beating the shit out of Mayweather. But when he saw blood, hands as fast as Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I mean,
if Sugar hurt you, he was a great finisher, man.
Finisher, yeah.
He get your ass up out of there, man.
No
I always wanted to see him and Aaron Pryor fight.
That'd have been a good fight. He didn't want no parts of Aaron Pryor.
Nah, he didn't want that. He
didn't want no parts of Aaron Pryor.
Aaron wanted to see that fight. Them two.
Well, the fight almost happened, bro.
Sugar Ray and Pryor.
Yeah, Sugar Ray and Pryor. In fact, in 1982, Sugar Ray and Pryor were supposed to fight at the Orange Bowl in Florida, and Aaron and Taguayo was actually the replacement for Sugar Ray Leonard, because Aaron Pryor's manager, Buddy De La Rosa, he signed a contract that Aaron didn't approve, and he didn't sign the contract, and there was all kind of bullshit. And in the meantime, Sugar Ray Leonard just said, "Fuck this! I'm not going to deal with these guys." He moved on. He retired because of his eye injury, and they were real close to fighting. It almost happened, and they did in the amateurs, but it almost happened.
To fight him before his eye injury.
Well,
it was long before his eye injury. Yeah, that was long way before his eye injury.
Way before his eye injury.
Because he came to one of his press conferences when Ali was going to fight. He said, "Come on, Ali. Come on, Sugar. When we going to do it?" And he said, "Look, man, let me take care of this." You know, like let me take care of this fight. You know.
Yeah, when Ray had that little seller outfit on.
Yeah. He's always wearing a little seller hat.
Yeah.
On his boat.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
Now Potomac, Maryland.
Cash Sport. What was the first live fight you ever seen?
I must have been at the same fight Brother Umar was at, because I seen Sugar Ray at the Baltimore Civic Center.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
I think he fought. I can't remember who it was though. Was it Oh man.
I know he fought Pryor Bill Rodriguez in the first fight.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah, I think it was the Bull. They called him the Bull.
Louis Vega. Louis Vega.
Yeah, Louis.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, I was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
We was at the same fight, Brother Umar. Wow. Yeah. That's a small world, man.
Yeah, because
6 degrees of separation.
You know, I used to train with Operation Champ, and they bought all of us tickets.
Yeah, I was at the same fight, 1977.
Wow.
I think I was a senior in high school. Yep.
And look what's so crazy, y'all, back in the same room again.
Ain't that something, man? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. This is
in boxing, bro.
This is gonna sound sad, but none. I've been to Yeah, really. New Orleans, think about it. When have you ever heard of big fights in New Orleans? There was very few. And the few that they did have sold out immediately. It was impossible to get tickets to. Now, I've
Yeah,
been to some of the local small stuff,
God damn it,
trying to
gun
get,
drive. Hey,
but they didn't have big fights really in New Orleans. They just
yeah,
didn't come down here.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
okay. My
Wow.
my first live fight was Mike Tyson against Michael Spinks. Yeah,
Mm.
and y'all know how fast that went.
Yeah.
Oh
The
man.
undercard
Yeah.
Yeah,
was the
What was it?
best.
that was in
90
Atlantic.
seconds?
That was in Atlantic
Yeah,
City, y'all. That was in
yeah.
What was it?
Atlantic
90
City.
seconds, Jay? Or
Yeah,
something?
90 seconds. Yeah,
and that was the only fight
Mm-mm-mm.
Spinks ever lost too.
yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
It sure
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Sure
yeah.
was.
90 seconds. My mother and I went, and when Ali knocked, I mean, damn, when Mike knocked him out, my mother passed out.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if she passed out because of the knockout or how fast the damn fight was and how much them damn tickets was.
Yeah.
It might have been a
On
little
a
of both.
little. Right. Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep.
Did
Mm.
we get everybody? I think we did. I think we did.
Mm.
I got a fight, man, that people have fought about so many times, man. And I just like to get your opinion on it. And it's a fantasy fight, but people talk about it all the time. Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm.
Sugar would knock him out, man. Sugar would
Bro,
knock him out.
At
Sugar would beat him.
47.
Tommy
bro,
Hearns
Floyd was
would
too
beat him.
small.
I
Mhm.
saw
Roberto
Floyd.
Duran would beat him.
Senior. I saw Floyd
All
Senior
the
fight.
three of them, all the top ones would beat Floyd, man.
I
But
think Bud would beat them both in their prime. Bud Crawford.
Floyd Senior
I,
fights like Floyd Junior fights like his father. Same style. Go watch Floyd Senior fight, and you
Oh
can see
yeah.
how Sugar Ray Leonard can pick that style apart.
Yeah,
He got that style figured out. I think Sugar Ray
yeah,
Leonard would take Floyd deep and knock him out, especially if they went for the 15-round days, even the 12-round
oh
days. I
yeah.
think he before the fight was over. But
I think the fight would have been over in about maybe
easy,
7 rounds. 7
easy
rounds would
style
be over
for Ray. But
because that would give Sugar a chance to
fantasy
adjust to
fights,
him.
Yeah,
the Floyd maniac would jump on us with that, bro.
I felt though the same way, and Ray was so damn fast, man. And
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
goodness gracious,
With
man.
power in both hands.
and I'm saying
Exactly, and a finisher.
them combinations
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
he had, man. If he hit you and hurt you, you was out.
Yeah,
You was
Yeah.
out, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know how people hit the gloves and everything, man, hit the pads and everything. Ray would
Mhm.
hit you like that in the ring, Jack.
Yeah,
We
Mm.
used to call it the shoe shine. Ray would
yeah,
shoe shine you in the ring, Jack. You know
yeah.
what I mean? You normally see
Ray
people
would,
do that. Go ahead, Bruce.
Ray would do the Ali shuffle, man.
Yeah,
Ray had the
yeah,
shuffle down before he knocked you out. Many in his young
yeah,
career, many times he'd fucking dazzle you
yeah,
with that Ali shuffle. And
Yep.
who could forget that windmill punch with Roberto Duran in the rematch?
Oh
yeah.
That's the
man.
bolo. That's the
Mm.
bolo punch.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he got that from Ali's bolo punch.
Yeah. Duran was looking right at it too. Yeah.
I was down in New Orleans with him.
Mm.
Sugar hit
Mm-hmm.
you with a 6-piece and a biscuit, man.
Man, shit. With no gravy.
Oh my goodness. I got a good one for
That should
you.
have been all gravy.
We all have seen a lot of fights in our time, right? The
Mm-hmm.
next question is, what was the best fight you ever saw in your life? And you was like, God damn, and you still watch that fight till today.
For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's been so many of them, man. It's hard to choose.
That would give us one. So some people that's
Me.
watching, some people that's watching, man, to go back and watch that fight.
For me, it was the same one as the first fight I ever saw, the Thriller in Manila, Ali Frazier 3.
Okay.
I still watch it. It is the best fight I ever seen.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Dive in, anybody.
Oh man,
Sugar Ray Robinson and what's his name?
When he knocked his damn mouthpiece out, hit him with the left hook. Back
What
it
are
up.
what are you talking about, Dre?
Brother Martin, no, I'm talking about he was
yeah,
fighting what's that boy name? It wasn't Facilio. It was
Gene Fullman.
Sugar Ray
it was
Robinson.
the bull. It was the bull.
Oh, the
Jake
bull.
Jake LaMotta.
Jake LaMotta.
Okay.
Jake LaMotta. Jake
Oh, yeah,
LaMotta knocked him down. He got up, hit
Yeah,
down for a left hook, backing up, knocked
yeah,
his mouthpiece out, knocked him out. He was
Yeah.
skipping in the air.
Yeah. No, those two are locked into Mortal Kombat. They fought 6 times. And can you imagine, bro, fighting somebody 6 times? And the last fight was one of the
6
greatest
times.
fights in the world, bro. It's like just
and he
Randy
would, he would
lost
not
one.
go down.
Yeah,
He
that'll
would
never
not go
happen.
down for nothing.
Yeah.
LaMotta won the first fight within 3 weeks. They had their fucking rematch, and
Yeah.
fucking
Mm.
Sugar Ray took an interim. Sugar Ray took an interim fight between those 3 weeks, bro. Yeah,
Damn.
3.
Wow.
Yeah. Them boys was
Crazy.
rumbling back then.
Yeah,
These young men need to take lessons.
That's why when we say, "Oh, Tank was great in that era," can you imagine Tank being pulled into a fucking situation like that? I mean, can you imagine any boxer today? That's why.
He was handled. He
Say what?
would go at it. I believe Tank would have stood his ground. It's how Tank was raised different, man. Tank came up hard, man. He gonna deal with it.
yeah,
He would have dealt with that shit, man.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
Guys like that came up hard, like we did back in the day. We
yeah,
gonna deal with whatever come down the pipe.
Had no
Yeah, they
choice.
adapt.
Had
Yeah.
no choice.
Exactly.
Fact.
We adapt.
yeah,
Had no choice. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Had no choice.
Mhm.
And
I-
refused to be beat.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Don't believe he can be beat.
That's right.
Mm.
Don't believe it. That's right.
Don't believe
Yeah.
it. And
Yep.
don't refuse to be beat. Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
that's a hell of a statement right there. Don't
Yeah.
believe
Man.
you can be beat.
Yeah,
Exactly. To
Absolutely.
fight like every goddamn day.
yeah.
Just to prove a point. Yes.
Mhm.
Just like when I was fighting, I used to
Go to
always
different
have. I've
neighborhoods.
always put myself as the underdog. Like, man, they don't know what
Mhm.
they're getting themselves into, man. They don't
There
know
you
what they're
go.
getting themselves into.
Yeah.
You know, and I
All
just jump
all
on
you
them,
had to do is
man.
just be quiet.
Yeah.
All you had to just be
Yeah.
quiet.
Look, they think
And
I
they gonna
can't
pick
fight.
you.
They think I can't fight.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this.
Who else? William Old School. Best fight you ever watched?
Got to be the Ali Fraziers.
Okay.
But you know,
Which one?
I
Which one, old school? 3?
like 2. The first one I
2?
ever watched.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
But
went
I'm
to
also
2.
torn. I'm also torn between the trilogies fights between Holyfield and Bo.
Yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Doing some rumble.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holyfield and Bo is mine. I still go back and watch that fight all the time,
Yeah,
man.
David
that's
and
the
Goliath.
first one. That's when the person came in on a parachute, right? The
Yeah, I
first
think
one.
that was
Yeah.
that
That
the
was-
first
I
one.
think that's the third. Which one was
That's
That was
that?
the
The second one?
not that wasn't the first one. That wasn't the first one.
That's the
I
Fan,
can't remember.
I think
Fan Man.
Fan Man was the second or third.
Second, I think.
Yeah.
Second for
He
sure.
fucked the- he
If
fucked
you
the
read my
fight up.
community, I just did a tribute to the Fan Man fight a couple of weeks ago, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
anniversary.
and that was at Caesars. That was at Caesars
Yeah.
in Vegas. Yeah.
That's Caesar. Yep.
Holyfield had him hurt.
Man, they
Man,
beat the
man,
crap
man.
out of that dude. That dude came in there on that track.
Mhm.
They grabbed him, man. They tore his ass up. Man.
Oh man. He was sorry he did that.
Yeah, he'll never do that again.
Mm-mm.
Oh, did you remember seeing that fight when he landed in there and both security was on him? One dude had a cell phone the size of a
He
brick.
used the cell phone.
Oh, no!
Mm-mm.
Oh, man. I mean, that was another thing that we've never seen that before, and we'll never see it since. I mean, you can only imagine if that had happened today. Cops would have been shooting at him, and I mean, it was before 9/11, so I mean, it was a whole different world. But that fan man fight, damn, that was just unbelievable. And Holyfield came back. I think Fan Man deserves a belt with that one too, man. I think he helped Holyfield.
Because he really got his ass whipped, man. A lot of people was mad because they had betted on the fight.
Yeah,
this motherfucker coming there, man.
Yeah, he come.
Fuck that fight up. Man, motherfucker was hot. He lost that money.
Yeah.
Holyfield
Right in the ring. Didn't land on the side. He gonna land right in it.
Yeah, right in, man. People went crazy.
Yeah.
One of the cameras caught him when he was circling the arena, and he come right in, and ropes all tangled up. Oh, and the fight gets stopped. You can see Holyfield put his hands down. He's looking, and Bo's looking, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here, man?
I think the guy was making a bet, man. Calling his bet. He took the phone, man, and said, "Man, let me." I hit him with the phone, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
man, it messed his bet up, man.
Don King sent that dude in there, man.
I think Don paid him.
Don King sent that dude in there, man.
Man, I hope Don King paid that man well for that ass whooping.
Wouldn't put it past him, Jay. No, that's just something Don King would do too.
For real.
That was James Miller. That was James Miller. He passed away a few years back, and I mean, forever boxing immortality as the Fan Man. This nut. He got up on the top of one of the big hotels in Vegas. He jumped. He had a self-propelled paraglide, circled the ring a few times. I mean, the guy must have had a fucking pair of balls the size of fucking grape.
Dude, he had a
plane. That made with a fucking fan, a motor fan on.
Oh man!
God.
But what made him land right in the ring, though? He must have some kind of radar. He
got caught up in the lights a little bit though with some phone.
Yeah. And a little bit of fire went on. Yeah, one of the parachutes got
He used the ring for the landing pad. He didn't want to land on nobody, so he tried to land in the ring.
Right in the spotlight.
Hey, did he have any mental illnesses or anything? Did they ever find out?
After all them ass whoopings he took.
He had a concussion.
Yeah.
Shit out there, man.
Yeah.
That Bama had that cell phone. Back then, cell phones was big as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine going back home to your homeboys and shit? You done did
before I seen you on TV. You took
They already knew when he got home.
I couldn't have took that. It lit to my ass.
Yo, DC would have. Oh man, us growing up in DC.
We would
have got another ass whooping when we got home.
Shit, you didn't fuck that money up. Man, they didn't fuck that bankroll up. Let's get him.
Oh my goodness, man, oh man, that was funny, man.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, you never know what you're gonna get out of boxing, man.
Man, I miss the old days.
We done seen so much in our time, man, and when you look over what we see now in boxing, man, it makes us just shake our heads, man. Cause
I'm telling you, man,
we done seen so much stuff, man, and we know what the good stuff was, man, and we seen it, man, and when we were coming out, man, and watching boxing, it wasn't about how much money and all that, because we knew we was gonna get the money. They knew they was gonna get the money, but they wanted to know who could beat who, man. That was the most important thing.
Who could beat who?
Who could beat who?
Who's that guy?
Who can?
Yeah.
And if somebody called you out, what happened?
That's your next fight.
I mean,
shit.
now
We
they know there's 4 titles they can choose from. They want to be the top light heavyweight champion of the world. You can go one route or the other. You don't have to go the hard route. Back in the day, if you were the king of the hill, you fought everybody on the way up, man, and you defended your title. And that's what I grew up with. All us cats, all us over 50 cats. That's why we're here, because we love that.
Back during that time, everybody had a chance of being a champ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Whoever the contender that you fought,
Yeah.
you know, he had a chance of being a champ. He had that much skill and stuff in him that he could be the champ.
And they fought their mandatories.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They wanted to. You didn't have to be forced to it. You wanted to fight them, you know?
They wanted to fight the best.
And they were
That's right.
They was the best.
Mhm.
no question who the best in the division
Be
was.
ordered to do nothing.
You know, and if you fought the mandatory, the number 2 and the number 3 fighter, they'd fight each other. You know,
That's
it was
right.
always
That's right.
On the same card.
Yeah.
That's right.
They had an elimination bout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, indeedy, man. Hey, I would love to see a Super 6 now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
These cats ain't got
But they
that
would
kind of
never do
blood
it.
in 'em, man.
Nah.
They don't want to have that.
They don't breathe like that no more.
Yeah, but see, you notice
Yeah,
something
man.
every time you have somebody that can really go or get at it. You always see an older guy in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
always see that old guy in the corner, man.
Eddie
Yeah.
Futch.
Yeah.
Ooh, Eddie Futch, man. That was my guy, man.
Or
Yeah.
Georgie.
Yeah.
Or Georgie.
Georgie Benton.
Mhm.
You know, but I'm
sir.
saying it's always, no matter who was champ,
Mhm.
you know, you always see an older guy in the
Yeah.
corner, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's so
Yeah.
true. That's
Angelo
so true.
Dundee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray Arcel. Remember Ray Arcel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slim Jim Robinson, Bill Pops Miller.
Ooh, you going back, ain't you?
And
Not
see,
that far.
them
I'm
guys,
still alive, and I remember seeing these guys in the ring, so I'm not going that far back.
them guys had name catching names.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they had hype men. Remember the hype men back in the day?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man! A hype
he was
man.
getting a good fight.
Ooh-wee.
Ali had the best hype man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
you
Yes,
He
he
did.
had the
did.
best.
Yeah,
Well,
he
Yeah.
did.
you know,
One David Brown.
Oh,
Dundee. Yep.
the originator of the entourage, that was Sugar Ray Robinson, bro. He had a barber, he had a cook, he had a masseuse, he had a midget, he had
Yeah.
everything traveling with him, bro.
He was
Wherever
one of
you
the
go.
smoothest boxers out there, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
indeed.
wow, you know, and let me tell you something. Those were important, man, because those people were building into that champ, man. Because a lot of
Yeah.
champions, man, they needed that, man. Because a
Right.
lot of them, man, didn't have that confidence, so they spoke that confidence in them, and they needed
Right.
that person around them at all times. They needed that confidant, you know.
Mhm.
That is so. Hey, look, Devin Haney has one. He still has a man that
Well, this
speaks into him.
Yeah, he's
Like,
hype.
this is
That
why I
motherfucker be
rate,
hype. I be laughing. He be talking that spit.
Yeah.
you know, I rate Teddy Atlas as a real good trainer. I don't agree with half the stuff he says, but as a trainer, man, when he had Michael Mora, that was a sight to behold. He says, you know, you're gonna cry tomorrow. You're gonna cry if you don't go out there and do it tomorrow. And if Edwin De Los Santos had that trainer in his corner the other night, I think we would have seen a different story, bro. Teddy Atlas was.
You know what?
Remember Teddy Allen said to Tim Bradley, "You're a fireman. You're a fireman." You know?
Yeah, that's what he.
So you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna see somebody else with your belt. You want to see that? You want that to happen to you?
Yeah.
And your girl. Look, and your girl.
Yeah.
What took me back was damn, what's his name? He had told Tank, fuck that hand. Let that hand hurt tomorrow. He took me back and told Tank that shit.
Man, he told
Well, put that blade in him.
Yeah,
Put that
Calvin went
blade in
old
him.
school, right?
Man, tuck that shit to mom, man. That shit hurt the mom. This shit over with now.
Put that blade in him. Come on, put that blade in him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you,
When I
man.
say shank, stick him. That shit in him.
When we were blessed to grow up in the era that we came, because we got a chance to see some amazing stuff, man. Some amazing fighters, man. We got a chance to see Wilfred Benitez, man. I mean, come on, man. We just seen so many.
Benitez and Ray.
I remember being in my room watching that fight, man.
Yeah, he married Ray's sister.
2023 shows some promise for the future. This past year we in, you know, a little. It's the best we had in a while.
Well, I guess since we've been starving so long, you know, we throw us that cracker. And they're like, God damn, that was a good cracker. You know?
Yeah. Nothing like what we used to, but you know, they threw us a bone.
Every once in a while, we'll get a good one. You know.
As many fights as I've seen, the greatest card in the world is fucking December 23rd. I have never seen so many superstars on one card ever, bro. And I think I've seen more boxing than anybody up here, with due respect to the brother Marvin and anybody else who, you know, who's been in the game a long time, bro. And I have never seen a card this stacked. If this happens, if this goes down without a hitch, this will truly be something else in the world of boxing, man. This is unprecedented.
You're talking about that heavyweight extravaganza coming up.
Oh, December 23rd, man. Come on.
I think we're gonna get I think at this end of this weekend, we're gonna get a hell of a card this weekend, man. I think we're gonna get some good fights this weekend.
But on that card, the 23rd.
Benavidez brothers. And
we got that. We got Matias versus Ergashaw. You know, so I think we're gonna get that boo-boo fight against Benavidez, man. I like that. You got the old crafty vet against the young dog, man.
I like Boo Boo, man. I like Boo Boo. I've been watching Boo Boo since the amateurs, man.
They're great fights, but they're nothing compared to the card on the 23rd. Wilder and fucking Joseph Parker, Joshua and fucking Wallin. And you could take those fights right out of the card and still go. And you got Bivol. And who's Bivol fighting, bro? And fucking Jogba's on there. And fucking Daniel Dubois and Big Baby Miller. This card is fucking crazy, man.
So that's a whole heavyweight card, right?
Yeah.
All except for the light heavyweight fight. And there's more fighters that I can't even name them off the top of my head. This is just fucking insane.
It should be AJ and Wilder fighting each other on that card.
No, but I'm glad they're not. I'm glad they're not, because Wilder has not fought in a while. So I want him to at least get a warm up, man.
But here's the thing, though, man. When you get up in age like that, that one fight will be the end of it, man. So I'm saying it's a tricky situation going on, man. This dude, Wild about 36 years old now, man. 36, 37, man. And he started.
We have to see it. Saudis put up the bread. No bullshit. You know, they're just sitting there and fucking what's his name? Shelly Finkel's probably saying, we demand it. They just go, okay. And that's it. The fight's getting made. That's why this is a whole different era. These Saudis don't.
Wilder's 38. You know, Wilder's 38.
Okay. They'll get off the pot, right? And these Saudis are saying, here's the pot of gold. Come on in, man. And they have, I'm sure Wilder and AJ is right down the line as soon as they beat these opponents. Guaranteed, man. Right in that same palace that they built, that is probably the nicest thing, nicer than anything in the state that I live in. And I come, and this state's all money. I mean, this is totally unprecedented, man. I can't wait to watch this stuff. We're gonna see these heavyweights mix it up at the top.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed.
Hello.
Yeah.
Who
So
is
yeah,
Boosters? Who
man.
is that promoting? Is that Eddie Hearn
No, that's
doing
that's
that?
some Royal Highness out there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
He dude,
exactly.
Oh,
this guy brought Eddie Hearn and fucking Frank Warren together, two bitter, swollen enemies. You know, worse than
okay.
these YouTube fucking feuds going on. And he brought them to the same table. Money talks, baby.
Money, money.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fights.
I think it's called skills boxing or something like that. I think that's the name of it, called skills boxing. I think. I
Oh,
could be
yeah,
wrong. I
But
could be
I'm saying
yeah.
wrong.
a lot of times them guys right behind it, man. You
Hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
they solid partners in it. You know,
Yeah, one way or another, for sure,
yeah.
for
'Cause
sure.
ain't
Yeah,
nothing
man.
big gonna go on like that, and they don't have no involvement in it, man. You know, it's too much
No,
money.
Hmm.
Can
yeah.
you imagine that plane ride with Eddie Hearn sitting right next to Wilder? You know
Mm.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Can you
Probably
imagine that
That's
talking
plane
money,
crazy.
talking
was
money the
fighting
whole time.
last month? You remember you guys saw all the legends that were assembled at the Fury Nagano fight. I mean,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
they gave and
yeah.
I know a couple of them, and they told me the money that they got, and it was as much as they were making fighting back in the day. I mean, it was
Mm.
just
And it was just,
it,
and it was
they,
just coming at, they
they were
were
going, they
coming at
first
celebrities.
accommodations, yeah, bro. I mean, you get these guys like Tim Witherspoon, and fucking Larry Holmes. Larry's got some dough. He was smart, but a lot of Iran Barkley was out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was too
Everybody
many.
made out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. So man, these Saudis are going to do something big, and they do things fast. So it's going to be real cool. 2024. Hold on to your seats, man.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey, we got who got hands? Beat Brooklyn. He says Tyson, one of my favorites. But can we agree? No way he beats Ali. Not saying Ali ain't pissing blood, but when Mike fought a guy that was not intimidated, he lost. Young Ali beats a prime Sonny Liston. Who was scarier than that? I think that was a little bit of mob involvement too on that one though, with that
Definitely the
Ali.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the first
Yeah.
one I think was legit, but that second fight, Ali
Yeah.
against Sonny Liston, that
Mm-hmm.
that looked real fishy to me,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
It did.
I interviewed a guy named I'll think of it as I go on, but he wrote a book on Sonny Liston, probably the most intense book out there.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. I'm so bad with names. But anyway, he told me, and this guy, 30 years of studying before he put the book out. He swears that Sonny Liston took a dive in that fight. He said that
Mm.
the
Mm.
Muslims had kidnapped his family in a
Okay.
hotel room. He had no choice, and he went by. He named everything. He named Sonny said he's going to put on a show and this and that. But then I talked to another friend of mine. His name, another friend of mine, Rian Mohammed, who leads a Muslims, and he told me no way did Sonny Liston take the dive. So he said the Muslims had nothing to do with it. So man, there's so much contradicting information. But man, Sonny Liston,
It looked
nobody
like a
can say
dive.
nobody
Yeah,
can
and
say for
it said that he OD'd, right? But he was scared of needles, man. So you
Mm.
sure.
know,
You can say for sure the day he was born, and nobody can say for sure the day that he died. So Sonny Liston is truly the boogeyman, the mystery man of boxing.
yeah.
All righty.
Mm.
So Tim Layton. Tim Layton asked me to read something of his. He said, be on early here. These other promoters better take notes on that card. Yeah, I agree on that for sure. And it will come on here early, like 2 p.m. That would be great. All righty. Well, listen here, fellas. I appreciate everybody coming in today, man. I feel though it was an excellent show. It was definitely enlightening. You know what I'm saying? It was exhilarating. I
And
see
we
that.
had fun, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we went down memory lane, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we didn't have to argue about it. You did? We was able to speak our piece. We didn't have to argue about it. and hopefully we're showing the younger people to say that we can talk about boxing without cussing each other out. You know what I mean?
If they listen.
Yeah, but you know what they say.
What's that?
You don't know shit about boxing.
Look, if you put all of us together, when you put all of us together, it's over probably 2,000 fights we done seen all together. Yeah. You know what I mean? Easy.
Yeah, and I was in over 100 of them myself.
Damn. Hey, matter of fact, you was in the ring with Pernell Whitaker. Did you spar with him?
Yeah. I had like 3 weeks with him, man.
Can you tell us about that before we roll out, Brother Umar?
Very excellent boxer, man. He couldn't punch, but he was smooth and slick, man. And I'm saying the movements, it was crazy, man. He was a very good, smooth, slick boxer, man.
Any particular thing you could say that you learned from him?
Any particular thing that he learned from me?
Yeah, I mean, either way, yeah. I think fighters learn from each other, actually. So.
Yeah, you can't help but, Well, what I learned from what I learned from him is that first of all, he was very calm. Okay. He was very calm, and then two, he knew what he wanted to do. See, a lot of times you get involved or you get in there with people, man, they be all over the place, right? But I'm saying his attention and focusness, it was there, man. So I really had to keep trying to outsmart him and get him first before he tried to do what he wanted to do.
Did you ever put him down?
Nah, and he never put me down. So,
I know that's right.
It really was nice, man. I'm saying those 3 weeks was very, very good, man. And I also was a sparring partner for Simon Brown for like 3 weeks too. I had got him ready for that Sean O'Sullivan fight. I had fought Sean O'Sullivan over in Cork, Ireland. Some years before, and I got Simon Brown ready for that fight. Simon Brown knocked him out. Yeah,
Simon Brown was a bad boy. DC in the house. DC.
Yeah, Simon Brown was a bad boy. Yeah, he was very good.
One of my favorites, bro.
Yeah,
his fight. The fight that he had with his roommate, what was his name? Simon Brown and Maurice Blocker. Oh my God, what a win!
And I got a win over Maurice Blocker in the amateurs too, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, yeah. We fought in a regional championship to go to the nationals, and I beat him by unanimous decision, man. And in the Region 2 championship. And I had a chance to go to Concord, California for the Nationals. And matter of fact, me and Pernell Whitaker were roommates, man, in a tournament.
Wow. That's what's up, man. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat stuff like that, man. You never know where boxing will take you, man.
Yeah, for real.
You never know where it will take you, man. It will take you in so many places, man. And you never master boxing. You never master it. You never master it.
Because there's always a learning process. Every time you're in the ring, every time you're in the gym, there's always a learning situation, man. You don't know everything. You can't know everything. But you can learn a whole lot about some things.
Yeah. And you know what I like? You know what I love the most about boxing? It teaches you discipline.
Yeah.
And you need that in so many aspects of your. You need that in so many aspects of your life.
It teaches you to be humble because you never know what you're facing.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is so true, man. Well, I tell you what. Before we get out, I want to go through everybody on the panel and get your last words, man. Jump in whenever you want. Whoever want to go first. Matter of fact,
Well,
go ahead.
I should go. I should go before I lose my internet again, bro.
Okay, go for
Go
it.
I appreciate you having me on here. Fucking great stuff, my brother. Hardcore boxing every day and every evening, man. We get we get our double dose of it for us boxing junkies, and you know, I love talking to Soj, this fucking OG boxing. No bullshit, no fucking fanboy going on over here, man. Just hardcore stuff. You know, we honor the past, and we forge ahead in the future, and this is what it's all about with boxing. And man, it's great for me too. The timing, I commit to a Sunday night show. I go with Skywalker and Tim Witherspoon Jr. We do a show every Sunday night, and he's got a couple of guests coming in. I know Evan Tobler, the strength and conditioning coach, is going to be on there, and I can't remember the fighter, but his nickname is Body Punch,
Okay.
and he's going to be on there tonight. So it's going to be cool stuff. And thanks for having me on here, brother. And everybody that came in.
What time is that? What time is it?
That's on 9 o'clock, man. Skywalker Boxing.
Okay.
And Skywalker needs the subs over there. They took his channel down. I'm going to be sharing that on my channel also, because that's cool. StreamYard gives us that option now. We just hit the share button and bango, man. We double our audience pretty much on a good night, you know?
Sounds like a winner.
It does, man. Thanks for having me on here, guys. God bless, man.
I appreciate you.
All right, Bruce.
Thank you, brother.
Glad you came by.
All right, who next? Brother Umar?
Yeah, for me, you know, I really enjoy this, and you know, I got an up and coming fighter myself. So you listen out for the name Ahmed Muhammad Jones. We call him Mojo. So we let Mojo handle.
He just fought.
Let Mojo handle it.
Yeah, let Mojo handle it. Yeah.
Let Mojo handle it.
Yeah. You know, so he up and coming. He's 6-0 with 4 knockouts. His next fight is February the 17th down Maryland Live Casino. You know, so just listen out for him. Yeah, February 17th.
What time?
Well, doors open at 6:30.
Is that Jeter Promotions?
Yeah, that's right, Jeter Promotion.
Okay.
Yep.
What is that on?
We had him over here. We had him on the channel last month.
17.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we had him on here. We had Jada on here a month ago. So we'll make sure we get him back in to promote that fight. And I want to get your fighter on here, man. So we can.
Mojo.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll let Mojo handle it.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get him on here. We'll let Mojo handle. All right, that sounds like a winner. All right, William Old School.
Man, this is great. Love the history on the up from everybody. Hopefully these youngsters listen for once. Don't just let it go in one ear and out the other. Listen, because you learn a lot. That's all I got to say.
Hey, and you were and William Old School was the one that suggested this, having an old school panel.
Yep.
So shout out to William Old School for the idea, man.
William Old School.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Salute, brother Will.
Salute. Dre Finest.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me quick before I forget.
You already forgot, killer. No, this is an awesome thing you're doing, man. And I appreciate it. I hope the listeners appreciate it, and I hope they get something out of it. I really enjoy communicating in the karate with the brotherhood. You know, it's nothing like the brotherhood. And
where you from, DC, man? I hear DC tang, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that DC tang, man. Yeah,
Yeah, he a homie.
yeah, okay. Hey, you know they had the DC Boxing Hall of Fame Friday night, man.
Yeah, you know what? Danny Davis was just telling me that because he supposed to be on the show tonight too. Danny Davis, the one that was rapping Bernard Haynes and stuff.
Yeah,
damn, I missed
because they had let's see, a dude named Warren Chico Thomas, right? He was abducted, and he's from Baltimore. Man, I'm saying it was a lot of them, man. What's the name?
Wow.
Nice.
Man, it was a lot of those guys, man.
When
But
did
I
they
couldn't
have
have
it up
go.
on
I'd have
Paramount?
went, man, but I was in Jamaica.
Mm.
Oh,
And they
But
had
I
the
wanted to
gold,
be
and
there.
they had the Golden Gloves yesterday.
it
In
was
DC.
yesterday?
Yeah, the Golden Gloves was in DC yesterday too.
Oh yeah, I was trying to sell a house yesterday. Dang.
Okay. All right. Cash Sport.
Enjoyed it. See y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
He said
Jordan
like,
Free, man.
yeah, he said like what you call him? What's the dude that used to be oh no, the rapper guy? Damn, I can't remember. He used to have that TV show, and he came on at the end, and he said,
Yeah, yeah,
I can't
Oh,
remember his name.
what
Man.
you call Simmons? Simmons.
Yeah,
yeah,
Russell Simmons.
yeah.
Yeah,
Russell
Simmons.
Simmons.
yeah, Russell
Yeah.
Simmons. Yeah, he just hit us with the Russell Simmons.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Enjoy the
Good night.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Hey, listen here, man. I want to say that I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, that came on, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I think I enjoyed this more than anybody, man, because I love talking about boxing, man. And then have my big homies on here, man, because I was the young guy in the panel. You know what I'm saying? So I love sitting, and seeking up knowledge from you all, man. So I appreciate
Yeah.
each and every one of y'all, man, for sure.
All right.
Other than that, we got Mrs. Jess Do say, shout out to all y'all AARP in the building. You know what?
They wouldn't let
Hey,
me in, man.
hey, Granny Do, you know you supposed to been in here. Well, listen here, man.
My
It's
sister, Miss Do.
yes, another amazing show. I appreciate everybody, Lottie Dottie. It's your boy Jay Hardcore, man, and the old timer crew, and we out of here.
Peace.
How you turn this damn thing off? And I'm out.